Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our channel. Today's video is about a very special spiritual herb or item that is well known in the Middle East and also now these days in the West, and that is oud. Now oud comes from the agar-wood tree, which is a very rare tree. It's usually from the Far East, a very precious kind of wood, and it is also, I believe, grown in parts of the Middle East as well. It has been used as incense for eons and eons. A very long time ago, people started using oud, especially in the Middle East, to perfume their homes and also themselves. Now, there is also a very precious oil that is very expensive, that is produced from the agar wood itself, that is also used and utilized by people all over the world. Now, the oud, if there's anything spiritual that I would say about it, first of all, it is a very luxurious scent, and it is well known to attract wealth and prosperity, especially when you read the Quran with it and the ayahs that are pertaining to that, like Surah Al-Waqi'ah, for example. As Sufis, we occasionally mix it with sandalwood, or sometimes even with frankincense or myrrh, and if you go back to the videos pertaining to these particular herbs, it will show you exactly what to do if you want to attract, for example, money. Frankincense, and for other purposes would be mixing it with myrrh, or other purposes would be mixing it with sandalwood. It attracts love and joy into a household. It is also a very protective scent, especially when it comes to deception. If someone is lying to you or trying to be two-faced, even if they don't realize it, when you burn oud often, the other side of that person gets exposed. It is one of these scents that is also very good for newlywed couples, or in the Middle East it's used because it is considered an aphrodisiac as well. So some people might use it for that purpose. Mix oud with sandalwood to keep a household and home happy and both partners there, especially if there is any doubts about someone not being faithful, or if just someone would like to keep their partner or husband or wife faithful to them. Mix it with sandalwood, and then read the ayahs that are pertaining to that purpose. Okay, so marriage ayahs would be good, ayahs that are encourage people to be faithful in marriages and so on, would be great as well for that purpose. If you mix the oud with rose, it will bring very high vibrations into a relationship. It will encourage openness and sympathy. It will get sympathy from both sides, and it's also very protective for a home if you mix the oud with rose. The same applies if you mix it with myrrh, especially myrrh. And you can actually make these mixtures more interesting by mixing, for example, oud with rose and then with myrrh as well. And it doesn't matter, myrrh is one of these scents that adds power to any kind of incense that is added to, especially if it's used for a spiritual purpose or the purposes of prayer. Always use the Quran with it, because the Quran activates these things, these herbs on a molecular level. And as I've said before, these uses are open to anyone who is not even Muslim or has the Quran there, they will still work with what the person believes in, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fair and we leave judgment up to Him. We give people our knowledge as Sufis, and it is up to the person on how to use it and what to use it for and with what. It's not our business really. As long as it's used for good purposes, I would be happy, and not for deception or manipulation of anyone. Now, the oud as well is very good when it's mixed with frankincense, like I said, for wealth, with myrrh for protection, with sandalwood to keep relationships happy, or rose. And it's also very relaxing if someone has anxiety, lots of heartache, and for any reason, just burning oud there in that vicinity will relax the person right down. Especially, I have found from my experience, when you mix the oud with rose. It's a beautiful scent, and it's a perfect gift for any newlywed couple or anybody really, being male or female. I believe both sexes use this scent, and it is gorgeous and amazing, and it blends well with the scents that like the ones that I have mentioned before. The sandalwood and oud mixture, for the purposes of making an oath of being faithful in a marriage, for example, between a couple, they will sit together in the night of a full moon and burn the oud with sandalwood, and then inhale the fumes, and then pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep them only to each other, to keep meddlers out of their relationships, and so on. It can be used to secure not just relationships, but also residencies, and for protection as well against deception and theft. Like I have said, theft, especially if you mix oud with tarragon, if you are familiar with that herb. The tarragon is very smoky, and the smell might not be great, but you can mix the essential oils together and they will expose a thief if someone has stolen something from you. Or if you don't know where something is, you mix them together and you, for example, read Surah Al-Duha, which is, us Sufis, we use it to find lost things, repeat it 3 times. It's an amazing sense. I could continue talking about it forever. I love it so much, and I incorporate it into the incense mixes that I make and the perfumes which I make, to help people out and to help myself out, bi'iznillahi ta'ala, and by the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and by the power of the Most High God, in our faith. Please make good use of this knowledge, and if you guys have any suggestions or requests or questions, anything like that, just leave them in the comment section. I would be more than happy to answer any of them. Okay, so we love you all. We send you all virtual hugs, and we hope that you are all happy, safe, prosperous, and loved up. Thank you so much, and take care.